The all-new Jaws 2. See it before you go back in the water.
Just when you thought it was safe to go back into your local video store, Jaws 2 is released on 4K. We got the regular release, we got the Best Buy exclusive Steelbook. I'm going to unbox them, I'm going to do a mini review of the movie, and I'm going to also rant about the digital codes that were supposedly included with this. So what are we waiting for? Let's get into Jaws 2. Let's go. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the JeffMan316 Pop Culture Reporter channel. I'm your host, as always, JeffMan316. And in 1975, Steven Spielberg made the classic film Jaws. It was such a big summer blockbuster. Everybody already knows the story about it or whatever. So obviously the studios were going to want to make a sequel. And on June 16th, 1978, Jaws 2 made its debut in theaters. This is now the 45th anniversary. This is one of the most iconic posters that they used on the regular 4K release. This 4K release came with an Ultra HD disc, a Blu-ray disc, and a digital code. And more about the digital code later. The slip matches the regular cover. And Universal, as always, does on the Blu-ray basically is use the silver plain disc with just the title. But they actually on the 4K do give you some disc artwork. From what I understand, what I've read over the years, they used Cheryl Tiegs back then as like kind of like a model for that poster. The funny thing about it is, I always tell people, the lady that was water skiing doesn't look like that. I think she was darker haired, and she only had one ski, I'm pretty sure, and she did not have a yellow bikini on. So
Just when you thought it was safe to go back in the water, the legend continues.
But obviously poster artwork, as we know now, especially like DVD cover artwork as well in stores, never matches the actual film. So on this one you get deleted scenes, the making of Jaws 2, Jaws 2, a portrait by actor Keith Gordon, John Williams, the music of Jaws 2, the French joke, and storyboards. From what I can see, every single special feature that has been put onto this release has been released before on other versions of this. So you don't get anything new. But what you do get is you get an outstanding transfer of Jaws 2. Now, from what I understand and what I've seen, the digital services don't have the Jaws 2 4K available, so you'd only be able to watch it in like HDX or standard Blu-ray high definition. But more about that, like I said, later. So that's your regular release. If you're not familiar with it, the deleted scenes, the main ones that I would say that you've got the main one where they extend the helicopter scene where the helicopter goes under the water, but not much happens in it, and you don't see the person being eaten. So I don't know why they cut some of that footage out. There's also a very funny clip where Martin Brody is giving his wife's boss a ticket and parking outside, in a no parking zone. That's kind of funny. And then there's an extended scene which I do think shows that the mayor does think a lot of the sheriff, because when they go to vote, vote him out as sheriff, the mayor's the only one that does not vote yes. So I thought that if you haven't seen those clips, you should check it out. So here is the Best Buy 4K Steelbook. It's got the normal little paper sleeve, same special features. I'm not a huge fan of this. I love the artwork on the regular slipcover. I'm not sure I like that big 45th anniversary sticker on there, but I'm going to leave it. But I digress. At least this is the looking through the shark's mouth view of this, because it'd be the same person female with the yellow bikini. But as far as I know, you never see the shark above the water with this, this much of his mouth showing in that scene. And like I said, she never wore a yellow bikini. But so here's the movie opened up. I like the fin on the back, and inside you get the same discs that's in the case, the other one. And the inside artwork is Martin when he's shooting. Basically, I guess it was when that was the school of bluefish that he was shooting at. So I don't know how to do as well a review of these movies as a lot of the people that are experts on this stuff. But I will say this is the best that this damn movie has ever looked. This movie looks spectacular, even from the very beginning. There's a lot of grain and a little bit of what I call pixelation when it goes from the sky to the water in the regular digital release, and a little bit of grain on the regular Blu-ray release. And the color looked a little bit washed out on the previous Blu-ray release. They did a totally new transfer on this thing. It looks amazing. If you are a fan of the movie, you have to watch this version of it. Everything from the beginning, when they go under the water looked crystal clear. Anytime there was any primary colors on the screen, they didn't look as washed out. The colors look great. The sky's blue. You can see the details of the clouds in it at the beginning when Martin's driving, to the party that he's going to. One of the scenes that I was really popped was when the whale was, eaten by the shark and then washed up on the beach. You can see like the intricate details of the wounds on the whale that I'd never seen before. And then when the shark is comes up out of the water after it's burned, you can literally see down into the cracks of the burns and see the details of the colors. They did such a great job of this transfer. Highly recommend it if you like the film. I love all four movies. The other two are really cheesy, so I really do hope that they go all out and go ahead and do 4K transfers of the other ones. But this knocks it out of the park. This is a home run as far as home video releases. I don't know of a catalog title that I've seen other than the original Jaws, which looks great too, that's better than this. So let's get on to the rant part of the video. So I made a mistake. I'll go ahead and tell you. I didn't check ahead of time. I went to do the redemption, and I always do mine through Vudu because I've had some issues with Movies Anywhere in the past. So a lot of times I don't go to the sites that they mention, like Warner Brothers or Universal in this case. I'll just go straight to Vudu and redeem it. So when I went to redeem the Vudu code, I didn't check and I didn't look on the screen, and it did not say that a 4K or UHD copy of this was available. So I forgot to look. So I go in and put the code in. So when the code comes in, it comes back and says, you already own this movie. It's already in your account. So I was like, oh shit, they don't have a 4K of it. So I had that code, and I've done that before. And so in the past, sometimes what I'll do is I'll go to Movies Anywhere afterwards, and I'll go, holy shit, let me try to redeem it there. And there's been 4K versions of some of the Universal titles there. So I went there, and it actually says that it's a 4K version there, but I went ahead and tried to redeem that same code on Movies Anywhere, and it said, this code cannot be used. It's already been redeemed on the same date and timestamp that I tried to redeem it on Vudu. Well, if it said it was in my library, why did it try to redeem it? So it wasted the code. So I was going to take one of these extra codes and I was going to give it away to one of you guys. So what I went ahead and did was I went to Movies Anywhere and I opened the other copy, used the one out of this one, redeemed it. But I don't think that copy on Movies Anywhere is in 4K. It looks like the Blu-ray, and it looks like straight up trash. When you watch it, there's pixelation in the sky, there's grain everywhere, and it looks like washed out colors just like before. So I'm hoping it's like some of the ones I've done in the past where it says it's 4K, but it's not. But then when it's available, it will redeem. But because of it redeeming the digital code, even though I had it in my library, you guys are going to miss out on one of the extra codes.
You blew it!
So yeah, there's what I say to you, Universal.
Tell me how you felt about what just happened there.
You should already have a 4K planned for the release on your digital platforms. So to go with that, another thing, somebody was busting my chops about on one of my videos about, oh, why do you buy physical media? Blu-rays and DVDs is a waste of money and whatever. Right there is a perfect example. This movie currently right now is not available in 4K on any of the like Vudu movies anywhere. Now I'm not sure if it's available on maybe Peacock because this is a Universal, but I don't want to have to look for it. Guess what? I popped this in immediately, 4K in all its glory. There you go. If there's no other reason to buy it, there you go right there. I don't have to worry about, is it in 4K? Did my digital codes work? Blah, blah, blah. Either way, hope you liked the video. If you did, throw a thumbs up on it. Comment, subscribe, share, do all that normal YouTube stuff. Keep supporting me. I'll keep making great content. Hit the notification bell if you haven't already. You'll know when I make those videos. So I really appreciate you guys coming by and checking out this video. Let me know if you like Jaws 2 and if you want the other ones in 4K. Put some comments down below. Let's get some chatter started about this excellent transfer of Jaws 2. And until next time, boys and girls, this has been JeffMan316, your pop culture reporter, signing out saying you guys be safe out there.
Mr. Mayor, Chief, ladies and gentlemen.